Something that I loved about the students today is they've got some really big dreams. There's a quote that I like that says discipline beats motivation. And so this concept of having courage around just the discipline to make a small step. And so the idea of dreaming 1, 5, 15, 20-year goals, you got to get started. And what you're doing now might not look like what the dream requires in 5 years, but just getting started. And sometimes that courageous act is just one step in the right direction.
Yeah, Juan brought great energy all day. I think that was something he led with. And I think one of the coolest things that he shared with the group, getting in the game and getting involved, taking the first step, having the courage to just start.
A lot of people sit on the sidelines of their lives, sidelines of their goals, and say that must be nice for those people. That must be fun, and that must be, they're so lucky. Whereas opposed to getting into the arena and getting into the game of making friends, getting into the game of trying to go for that sport, getting into the game of starting that organization, that nonprofit, that business that you have no experience in, but you can still go for. So I think it's ultimately having the willingness to put yourself into the heart of the hurricane and understanding that it's gonna be okay.
Getting caught up in not worrying about what could be. I heard a quote once, is worrying is like paying interest on a debt that you may never owe. That worrying is only getting in your way of having the courage to take the first step.
Being courageous is getting into that moment of fear and having the willingness to expand what you find comfortable and expand your comfort zone, your threshold of what you find okay. But once you do that, the result of that is a more confident person.
Courage doesn't look like one big act and then kind of taking a step back. This looks like consistent, everyday decisions toward the goals that you want to accomplish. I am so excited by the students in this room today and what it means for the state of Delaware. These people are going to be nurses and astronauts and podcasters and leaders in their local government, because it's so clear that these kids are ready for it, and this type of conversation is definitely not above their heads.